Bethesda, nueva IP después de 25 años. Lo harán bien. Van a enseñar el juego, pero a saco, yo creo. Esto va a ser un gameplay de...
Everyone, thank you so much for joining us today and welcome to Bethesda Game Studios.
Pablo Motos.
We've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here, and that's thanks to all of you, from the Elder Scrolls to Fallout.
Empieza a mentirme la cara, por favor.
And playing in them just as much as you do. And throughout all that time, we'd often talk about and dream up the space game. What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be and exploring a new
Eso, que es un juego que han querido hacer desde siempre en el estudio, por eso pone 25 años, porque desde que empezaron querían hacer un juego en el que tú pudieras ir al espacio, ir donde sea, y que por fin lo han podido hacer.
With the games we've built, our technology, and all of us here in the studio, we've done so much together, but well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look.
Ahí va.
Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years, but it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through.
Es que me lo voy a meter por el culo,
you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world. It's over 1,000 worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours. And it wasn't until now
Estará vacío, tío.
to create it.
Estará vacío. Es que verás tú,
From the rocks at your feet to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds. That isn't just a backdrop.
Es que imagínate ver eso con la música que hace esta gente, que esta gente de verdad, en ambientación y en world building que se llama, son unos máquinas, ¿eh? Luego está todo bugueado, pero en ambiente y en sentirte dentro del río en Skyrim, tío, la música que tiene Skyrim.
We also have an all-new animation system.
Nuevo sistema de animaciones.
You can play it in third person.
O en primera, claro, como siempre.
And you can play it in first person.
Hostia, qué raro el sprint ese. Ay, el motor, hijos de puta. ¿Cuándo lo vaya a dejar ahí?
And rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources.
Esto es No Man's Sky total, ¿eh? Hierro acaba de pillar.
And maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
Aquí la sensación de descubrimiento puede ser brutal, ¿eh? Porque no entiendes nada. Nada es familiar. No estás en la tierra, entonces. Hostia, es que me cago en la puta, tío. Qué raro veo el gameplay, tío. Qué raro lo veo, tío. Las barras espero que se puedan quitar. Esto es muy de ellos, que cada cosa que veas la puedas pillar.
This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory.
Me mola el menú, está guapo, tío.
A ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons to spacesuits to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here back at my ship.
Lo de la nave, cuidado,
Captain Howard.
And he can even say your name.
No, es un Skyrim en el espacio, pensarlo así. Es ese tipo de juego, pero el Fallout 4 es Skyrim, ¿no? Con pistolas.
Your ship is your home for you.
Se ve guapo, ¿eh?
And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch.
Sí, sí, total, parece de la peli de Alien, tío.
Where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty.
What's the plan, Captain?
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations.
Vale. Puedes viajar a la
Backing
ciudad.
out further, you can view all the planets in the system.
Ahí ves el sistema
Obviously,
solar.
the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource heavy.
Pero tú te puedes tirar con la...
Madre
de mi putísima vida, ¿qué me estás
Here you can plot a
contando,
course to
tío?
ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones.
Claro, si estás muy lejos, hasta que no mejoras la nave no puedes ir.
Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
¿Así de rápido carga?
Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Pero estoy viendo mucho viaje rápido. Tú no puedes tirarte con la nave al espacio y volar por ahí, ¿no?
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space.
Se están hinchando a enseñar,
The people who live here value law, discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Cydonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies.
11 horas sin un
Beyond the United
incidente, ¿eh?
Colonies reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems.
A ver, técnicamente es normal que haya peña que lo vea anticuado, sobre todo... A ver, esto no se ve anticuado, no me jodas, vaya. Son los seres humanos. Bethesda siempre tenía un problema para hacer a gente expresiva. Pero más allá de eso, puede expandirse en muchas otras cosas que no sea simplemente lo técnico, ¿sabes?
Neon started out as a fishing platform, but is now known throughout the settled systems as a pleasure city.
O sea, se ve muy detallado, ¿eh? ¿Cuántas ciudades han hecho? Es que yo estas cosas no me las creo. 1000 planetas. ¿1000 de verdad? Con discotecas, locales, NPC, misiones. No va a haber 200 ciudades, ¿no?
Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The Great Serpent hungers. All heathens.
Claro, a lo mejor de los 1000 planetas, 950 son para farmear y otros 50 sí que son hechos más a mano por ellos, ¿no? Y ahí es donde ocurre lo gordo, ¿no? Pero el resto es para, bueno, farmear, explorar cositas.
They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
Me gustaría ver el componente RPG, cómo lo hacen.
It's all there.
Sí, aquí hay playa y todo.
A slice of humanity's future.
Que los haga una IA. No, es que tenía componente de IA este juego, ¿eh? Algo procedural tenía. ¡Ojo! ¡Mira! ¡Esa era! ¿No? Hermano, esa mujer que ha salido era literalmente la mujer que juega al Skyrim. ¿La han metido ahí como referencia o qué?
Your journey from there can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
It's also the simplest character generation system we ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together.
Como pegaba aquí un canegro, pero
makeup, blemishes,
luego le
scars,
van a dar coñazo al pobre,
teeth
tío.
settings. It's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Sabéis que el primer día de Starfield va a ser, y no es ni broma, puede que 2 horas ahí dentro, ¿no? 2 horas, 2 horas y media, a lo mejor metieron el puto creador de personajes, ¿eh? Vale, esto es como la historia de tu personaje. Chef, médico...
You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine.
Me gusta esa selección de diálogo, me mola, es muy Fallout, New Vegas y tal, muy Oblivion.
Build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
Hostia.
Is it really, really you?
He'll join your crew and he'll give you gifts.
Esto es una referencia al duende este del Oblivion que era tu fan, ¿no? Tiene la misma voz.
I've got to have every molecule.
My
Qué
favorite
guapo.
trait is kid stuff.
Y las mismas animaciones que en 2004.
But they're very sweet and it's really fun to go visit them.
Hostia, Antonio Recio, tú.
Oh my God! I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
Hay religiones y todo, ¿eh?
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go.
Tíralo, Adoring fan, tíralo.
We'll let you discover that on your own.
Eso está guapo, ¿eh? Que hagan esa referencia a la comunidad está guapo, tío. El vídeo de YouTube del Adoring fan tirándolo por un barranco del Oblivion.
Once you've built the perfect character, that's when your journey can really begin. We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new
Y yo, la visera que se pone mi madre para la playa, tú.
Each time you level up, you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills.
El menú es la polla, ¿eh? Muy bien diseñado, mola mucho.
Completing challenges associated with that skill.
Vale.
Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher ranks. With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill.
Social, combate, ciencia, tecnología.
I like the xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Puedes controlar alienígenas.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
Boost pack para el... Esto está guapo, para tener más movilidad.
I like maxing out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat.
Vale, para ir a melee.
That one's a lot of fun.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
I'm very much a stealth player.
No, yo era de sigilo siempre, en el Skyrim, en el Fallout. Además, el sigilo en los juegos de Bethesda está rotísimo siempre. Pero roto, metes por 4, por 8. Está hiper roto el puto sigilo, tío.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
Mola porque además también puedes robar.
I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them.
Cero épico, la verdad, pero bueno. Hay algo rarísimo en los disparos, tío. Como que falta impacto, ¿no? Como que falta crudeza, una cosa rara. El sonido.
Exploration is a key aspect of all our games.
Y yo, te están enseñando el juego entero, ¿eh?
Full star systems with new life, resources.
Esta peña está muy segura de lo que tienen hecho ya, ¿eh? A ver si es que sale ya mismo.
Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources.
Han colaborado con la NASA.
The world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we place biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun.
O sea, dependiendo de lo distante que esté el planeta del Sol, lo han tenido en cuenta para hacer el ambiente y tal.
When you leave a planet and head into space,
esto es lo que yo quiero ver.
You'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships.
Esto lo puedes hacer cuando quieras, ¿no? Salirte al espacio y...
It's all out there. Ultimately, it's about rewarding your curiosity, because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I called it.
Qué guapo, parece un ornitorrinco.
Where it had like a giant tail to it. And we've done spiders, we've done mechs. So it's really
como les salga bien, a ver, yo creo que si esto sale bien, obviamente nominado al GOTY, podría... Yo qué guapo. Hostia, se vienen vídeos guapos de esto, Se vienen clips de gente haciendo pollas gigantes, vaya. Nominado al GOTY yo creo que puede estar si sale bien, Ganarlo, a ver, depende de lo bien hecho que esté. Pero si esto sale bien, esto puede ser una puta locura,
These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be
y ellos son igual de NPC ellos que los NPC que hacen. Están leyendo el texto y parecen robots.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts.
Joder.
As well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone.
Te puedes liar con la tripulación.
And if you're looking for a little extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone
Te puedes liar con la tripulación, hermano.
You'll also meet potential
Te puedes hacer un gangbang dentro.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect
y
how they
puedes
run.
asignarlos a los sitios.
And just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance. And now, let's take to the sky.
Pero ¿y esto cuánto puede durar? 400 horas. Porque claro, o sea... Es que como te pongas a explorar y a ir a por planeta, a mejorarte la nave, es que te puedes tirar 400, 500 horas jugando a esto, tío.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons.
Vale, combate con las naves.
It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster.
Vale. Puedes meterle poder al, o sea, energía al motor para ir más rápido.
The amount of time it takes before you can make a jump.
Asignarle al salto gravitacional para poder viajar antes.
And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight.
Meterle escudo, meterle poder a los misiles.
You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there.
Imagínate un MMO así, tío. Bueno, se supone que el Star Citizen, ¿no? Pero...
allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target.
El EVE Online.
After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit.
Vale.
You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap.
Puedes lootear la nave.
But you can also take a more personal approach. by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
Puedes meterte dentro. Hostia, qué guapo, tú. Los puedes abordar, y robarles desde dentro, tú.
Might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Buena transición ahí.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food.
¿Abuela?
Come on over, just pop on by.
Entra, entra.
Some of the best moments are the ones you discover on your own. The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then, realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Que no entiendo, porque plantan marihuana y todo.
It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests.
Pero espérate un
and
momento.
It feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers.
Pero cómo es tan ambicioso, es que es una barbaridad,
Exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder. And sometimes, a little fear. We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would.
Y una pregunta que yo me hago.
So even if your friends were to visit
Teniendo en cuenta lo grande que es la cantidad de NPCs, ¿esto vendrá doblado al español? Porque Bethesda siempre dobla los juegos. ¿Vendrá en español este puto juego doblado? Porque la puta madre, El collejón que la metió.
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet. Whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views.
Qué guapo, tío.
With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
Y habrá un bestiario, lo típico
You can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience and
puedes construir, ha dicho, una base y sacar materiales de los animales. O sea, te puedes montar una granja de animales alienígenas.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters. We wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
Tan guapo los bichos,
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Me estoy agobiando, tío. Te lo juro que me estoy agobiando. Me estoy mareando, hermano. Y luego los mods. Espérate cuando esto salga en PC, los putos mods. Y le van a meter un mod de multijugador, pero vamos, a ver, no sé cómo de complejo será, ¿no? Pero le van a intentar meter un mod cooperativo para jugar con un colega y tal, seguro, vaya.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp.
Vale, espérate que te puedes montar una base como en el Fallout 4, ¿no?
And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes.
Y montarte una casa donde te salga la polla, pues muy bien, tío. Y puedes
Assign
vivir en
crew
ellas.
and companions to work at your outposts for added
Y te traes a la
bonuses
tripulación
and
para que
set up
trabaje en tu casa.
extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
Que te saque recursos.
Something cool we have this time is we have a new fly cam where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
No entiendo. ¿En cuánto tiempo han hecho este juego? Y plantar tus cosas en casa. Claro, imagínate hacerte una casa con vistas guapísimas en un planeta nevado. Claro, es que al final, como esto es tirada de imaginación, han podido hacer lo que les ha salido de la polla con las armas. Momento Far Cry,
Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an
¿Sabéis lo
edge in
mejor?
combat.
Que va a salir Starfield y el puto negro se lo va a pasar en 3 directos.
Sometimes you'll
Ya
even
verás.
feel like you're flying.
Va a meter 18 horas, 18 horas, 19 horas. Le va a dar un ictus cerebral y ahí se... Pero el Starfield se la acaba. Se lo va a rushear en 3 días, el hijo de puta.
Firing a ballistic weapon in zero G will actually push you backwards. Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own
Si yo he
targeting
tardado en
laser
pasarme el
that can
Zelda
dish out some
un mes y
serious
pico,
damage.
¿cuánto tardo en pasarme esto, tío? Madre de mi puta vida, Dios mío de mi vida. Se me va a juntar con el Assassin's Creed, se me va a juntar con el Call of Duty nuevo, se me va a juntar con todo, tío.
Or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns. Or maybe you prefer something bigger. Starfield's got you covered.
El que se case en septiembre que me chupe la polla, aviso ya. Como tú te cases en septiembre, toma por culo, va a ir tu padre. Hombre, tu padre va a ir, obviamente. Yo no voy a ir, ¿Dónde me dejáis, Hostia, ¿y ese AK? Cuidado, ¿no? Ah, le han puesto un busca. Ah, no, es la pistola, coño. No sé, es que no... Bueno, espérate. Bueno, espérate que puedes usar la fuerza. ¿Qué cojones? La madre que los parió, tú. ...6 de septiembre... ...de 2023...